Alright guys, welcome back to another video here. We are talking about our no prep car. We got it moved around in the shop. This is where it'll probably get most of its work until it is about ready to start, being that it is more of a race car build. I'm not really going to have it up on the lift really for... we're going to set the motor in there, build the turbo kit, swap tires. We'll put it on the 4-post and change bar angles and everything like that and be good to go. As you guys can see, we have a Kirky seat installed there, and we have run into our first issue with this no prep car that we got going on. Wes, first issue, Ben.
What's that? Oh,
the first issue.
Yeah, they need to do something with the cage.
Yeah. So it's something we could work around because we aren't massive people. We are. I'd say we're all pretty. I'd say average size to slightly shorter than average, but. Say great things come in small packages, and you know we are giving empowerment to the short people. So, all right, what we got going on here is generally when you build a roll cage, we'll use Wes's car as an example right here. If you pop this door open, does this door work? I know one of them was locked. So, let's see here, make sure nothing hits. Pow! We got a roll cage in here, and as you guys can see, this is the main hoop, and it is literally that the name is what it is. It is the main hoop that everything is built off of. You got your bar that goes across where your harness is, if you guys want to call it a harness bar, goes to. You got your halo bar, which comes up and around, goes to the main hoop. Your bars in the back go to the main hoop. So it is a pretty important part to the build. It's good to get it in the right spot and make sure it's structurally sound and all that. If you build a funny car cage, which you'll see in some of the cars that we run, that's like the driver enclosure or driver containment cage or whatever you guys want to call it. We call them a funny car cage. It is the part that comes out to about like here or so, and on the other side as well. And the driver literally has his head and his shoulders and everything sit in its own little cage, so you're protected from both sides, and it's just added protection. So if we go back over here to Squidbilly, it is a little different looking. First look, you're like, oh, nice. It's got, here we go. We got our main hoop, and then we got our, funny car cage built right into it. But as you look further down, you were like, holy shit, what happened? What had happened? They just were on Facebook Marketplace, and they saw someone selling a damn Wolf. What was it? A Wolf 25? No. They saw someone. They saw someone selling a kit, a Wolf 25-2, and they're like, I can do that.
David Wolf come through the camera, smack all of this.
They saw some pictures and they're like, I know exactly how this works. So what they did was, where the main hoop should be, no,
this is like a...
the main hoop should be here.
Engineering deal that's been modified.
Regardless, the main hoop should be here.
Yeah. Well,
and
it depends on where you sit in the car, but
no one is sitting from here forward, and there's just no way. So what that does is, because it is the main hoop and everything connects off of it, right? So instead of the main hoop being back here, they have it here. So in order to get the funny car cage built, really they had no choice. It kind of had half of a funny car cage because the other half doesn't. No, the other half isn't really like any sort of driver enclosure part. They just kind of like started putting bars behind it and then put this little one in here, which kind of tricks you at first. You're like, oh, it's got a funny car cage. But when you look at it, real, yeah, there's like a funny car cage would be the main hoop would be back here, and then you'd have stuff that comes out and goes down and then goes and connects to your harness bar, if that's what you want to call it. But the one thing that does happen when you put the main hoop this far forward is these down bars are way far forward. So as you guys can see, the seat, right? Like if you were to put the seat all the way back, here, we'll use Wes as example. Wes, hop in there and then scoot your butt pretty far back. Wes, how tall are you?
Just under 6 foot.
So just, sorry, what are you, you're not going to say slightly taller than the average American, are you?
5'10", 5'11".
I would say driving wise, put your foot on the brake. Put your left foot on the brake. There's the brake. All right, and I'd say, like, for me, driver-wise, I like to drive with my knees bent a little bit, maybe slightly more than that. But put your head back. Hold on, look at that. Move your head to the passenger side. All right. How close is your head to hitting that?
Pretty close.
You had a helmet on when your head hit that?
Yeah, for sure.
That's an issue. Ben, are you trying to open that door?
Yeah, I'm just trying to put something in here that'll grab it. Give me that.
Wes, reach over there to open that thing.
Entering 101.
So, the issue with having the main hoop this far forward is that bar is in the way. When we took the 38-inch Kirky seat out of here, they had this whole thing right here was just notched. There was like a big L missing out of it. So
It's a little dangerous.
it is a little dangerous. The goal is not to hit your head off of any metal bars. That is definitely like drag racing 101. Don't hit your head off bars. The second part is sit comfortably. So what I have discovered was, now we're gonna cheat like Ben. Without messing with the cage at all, without doing any fabrication to it, I have found a solution. So scoot your ass forward in the seat, like bring the seat with you forward. Oh, there you go. There you go. A little bit more.
More?
Yeah, just oh, there you go. Now lean back. Lean back. Yes. Now sit down in the seat a little bit. Oh, look at that. You know what that is? Head clearance.
I feel like it's a damn recliner now.
Yeah, but obviously the wheel, like we're gonna have to cut the column and just add some brackets because we need to lower it like a ton. But for someone like me that is I'll say 5'8" on a good day. Would you say 5'8" on a healthy day?
Yeah.
Ben, 5'8"? Is that pretty fair?
I don't know.
Ben's like
What about right there?
Driving like that,
maybe.
Parachute handle might as well be a meat cleaver.
Yeah, no. First of all, parachute handle gotta go.
That's like way back
That
there.
position is like perfect death.
How do you
Yeah.
grab that thing?
Well, I like all my parachute handles in like a race car flat, so they're out the way. But I have it like that in the cow, but it's a removable. But yeah, I mean, without having to cut the cage completely out of the car, and that's like a really shitty issue to have, is having that main and like
That's the only fix.
that's the only thing to do is
The only thing to do to make this thing safe.
to cut the entire cage. Well, I mean,
The entire cage, but
it has been somewhere along the line. Someone has stuck a cert cage on a cert sticker on there, so that looks good.
printed it out of eBay.
But I mean, I think that
Dangerous.
I'm short enough that I think that I'll be clear of that, and I don't
The steering wheel.
I'll go up a little bit, like right there. It's up a little high right now. Being that it's a mild steel cage, and I mean, right here, one other thing is this thing was a swing out cage, and they welded this stuff onto it. But I mean, the welds are healthy, that's for sure. And I mean, there's a couple that need to be welded out all the way, but other than that, I mean, I think the cage itself is structurally sound, and the biggest thing is just getting. I think this. I mean, how terrible does it feel to like sit like that?
No, it does.
You think it feels terrible?
I don't like it because
You like to sit very upright.
well, like I feel like my legs are like I don't know, just kind of like in the way of the steering wheel.
Well, we can extend this. That just looks terrible.
Like,
That just
it's not. It's really like somebody's like was really short and just like put it all in here, and they were like trying to see.
here. Let's trade here. Let's trade. See, when I get in there, I don't mind the tilt that much. I just put that Kirky seat in Charlie Murphy, and I have it sitting way too upright. And it took me, like, you guys saw the video where we installed it, and I thought it was good. It took me 2 days of getting in and out of the car and moving it around to realize that it was at the wrong angle.
The biggest thing for me is if I'm tilted back like that, I still don't want my legs bent. You know what I mean?
You want to be more straight.
Yeah. I'd rather be like up where I can see kind of out of the car. I feel like you're just kind of like leaning back.
I mean, you know how I drive the cow. You don't need to see the track.
Yeah,
You just need to be able to see the scoreboards. If the score. See, I feel like I have an advantage because I've learned to drag race on a car that you can't see shit out of.
No, you really can't.
Like, as soon as you click the button, you don't see the track. The track's gone, and you're just, like, aiming, trying to keep it in
Yeah.
between the walls. So, let me hop in here. Here, you take this. Get up here. Should we leave it adjustable so, like, when you sit in it, it reclines?
Oh my god. Put like a little knob there where you can like tighten it to where it sits in one spot. Is it just me, or does it feel like the steering wheel sits a little bit to your left as well?
The steering wheel is definitely, I mean, the seat can go to the left some. this bracket needs to be moved, and the seat can go over to the left, which gets you even further away from this, which is fine. I'm gonna put that. I don't know what company makes the padding. It's not. I'm not gonna take a pool noodle. And
Yeah, the
cut
pool
it.
noodles.
I'm not doing the pool noodle. They make it's really nice. It's pretty small, and I'm gonna put it on all the bars. One that serves two purposes, from my understanding. One, your head has less room to travel if it's gonna hit the bar. If you get in a wreck, your head's going. I mean, you're wearing a helmet. The Honda's gonna help it going from forward, where you're gonna go side to side. Some of these cars, they have so much padding that your head doesn't even really have any room to wiggle. So they bring everything in and put the padding like just about like up against your helmet. Like you get suited up, you sit in there, and they figure out how much padding to put in there. So we'll put some foam on here, so your head might even be up close against it. But yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I just feel like the whole steering column's almost to the left, but it could just be the way the seat's in there right now
it's
too.
Because this is keeping it out like an inch and a half. So it's got you pointed to the right, but
that's probably what it is.
I mean, honestly, I think this wheel's big too. So we get a little bit smaller steering wheel.
That is a big wheel.
We lower it a little bit, and I mean, it's just weird sitting. I mean, you gotta figure you're gonna be wearing a helmet and a Hon, so your head's gonna be like up here. Like when I sit in my like the seat in the Black Sheep, like I sit in it, it's good. When I put my I put my helmet and my Hans on, my head's like, I'd say probably a good 2 inches forward. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I mean, the only thing you do is mock it up.
You just gotta keep,
obviously, we want it to be safe, but this car is not going to go Black Sheep fast. I mean, it's going to be a no prep car, so it's going to be more for having a good chassis to get down a shitty surface, opposed to going like all out as fast as you can. So this is our update on it. I think the motor's done at TCAM, so we got to get it. Once we get that set in there, we got to get the motor set in. So Jason's going to build the turbo kit for it. What else? Forced induction. TDI is sending in the turbos. A lot of people commented asking about the TDI turbos. They are a very reasonably budget price point turbo put together by the guys at Forced Inductions with all their technology and all their balancing and all their skill. So you're going to have a good solid piece, but like put together extremely well. So it's going to be, I think, game changing for that market.
It's like a Chinese turbo on steroids, basically.
It's literally like a China boy infused with so much America. Like, it's going to be crazy.
It's like basically just a Chinese housing at that point.
It's literally, all they got is like the same, I don't know for a fact if they got it from the same place, but like the same like style, like VS Racing covers or like On 3 like covers. I mean, they all come from the same place, except they just like some little 8-year-old in China slaps it together, and if it spins good, they're like, put it in a box, and some guy over here gets it and puts it in his car, and 10 passes that thing and just takes a dump. The thing is, they're just not assembled to any standard. So now, same parts, maybe even better wheels, are balanced and put together. So Force Inductions just purchased TDI turbos, and they're going to be badass. We're going to set a S300 chassis for these. I'll put a link to their Facebook page in the description of this video, or you can contact Jose at Forced Inductions. Just give the guys a FIS call. And that right there, I think, is going to be a game changer for the market. So check them out, TDI turbos. We're excited to run them. Justin Swanstrom's new turbo is a TDI turbo. He got the first one, so I got him up with Jose, and that was a good deal. So he's going to have a TCAM power plant, TDI turbos, TDI/force induction, some billet atomizers. It's a strong combo. That car's going to be fast.
Yeah, that is. So
I think this car could probably go out there and slap him around. I think it'd be a good little run. I mean, he's got like a titanium firewall, and we got our transmission tunnel looks like Oscar the Grouch Crawler. Or is that who was in the trash can?
Oscar.
Yeah, it literally looks like Oscar the Grouch's house. He's getting like a 2-speed transmission built, and we got like a standard gear set Power Glide. I mean, it's just. But I'm excited about the build. That's your information. Everyone's asking for a website or a phone number for TDI Turbo, so it'll be in the description below, or contact Jose at FIS. Other than that, waiting for BPF to come back. He'll do a turbo kit, get it wired up on HOLLEY, and run it.
Yeah.
Are you gonna drive it?
Maybe.
Are you gonna first one shake it down?
I'll shake it down.
You want like first pass out?
Wastegate. Oh
God, I'm stuck.
It got you. Oh, you're done.
Squid Billy to the front.
If you understand, you know.